Hey, Lucanus?
Oh.
You haven't seen a glowing crystal, have you? About this big?
In the pantry?
It, might be moving around. Crawling, even.
I'll keep watch.
Valara, what the fuck? I love her so much. She grows on me even more and more and more and more. Emmerich. Emmerich is my husband. Peepaw is my husband. This is my son. Manfred is me when I'm stimming. Okay, Manfred cosplay. I think that might be my next cosplay. I've been in a cosplay drought. Okay, I did Mara Jade. It took all my energy out. So guess what? Wait, did I get a new outfit for all these regrets? I better have got a new fucking outfit for all these regrets. I don't think I did. I literally thought that was him. Yeah! He only plays paper. Yeah, Solas not wanting Cole to become a human in Inquisition makes... How dare you remind me of that? Wait, it all fits. What is people's problem with this game? It all fits. It's like they did the impossible and they connected it all. What the fuck? This is a masterpiece. I don't even care if Solas was Mythal's hoe. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't have that type of main character syndrome. Even if they have to end up back together. I'm like, Llewellyn, if you know Llewellyn, she'll just be like, okay. Like, I'm just glad this is making sense to me. And it's not just, oh, he's just misunderstood. No, I love him even more because he knew the pain he was causing. And he still did it. And it's not that he has to think he's right, even though I think there could be like a possession of a pride demon or something. Because we keep seeing pride stuff. And the wolf version of him has the same number of eyes as the pride demon. I just think it's so good. Now we know why. Rook is definitely an already like fleshed out character. You can have some RPG choices. Like for me personally, I love the dialogue choices. I love being sarcastic. That's why I really enjoy Dragon Age 2. So I'm like, let me just be Purple Hawk. Getting a scar from removing... Wait, he had Mythal's Valasleen? Girl, are you spoiling? He had Mythal's Valasleen?
Well met, Rook.
Valasleen? He was her slave?
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes.
Hey guys.
But not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
All the wardens who romanced
more pressing
her.
Questions at the moment. Questions about Solas and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solas spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solas's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
Oh, okay. Not Valasleen. Okay. Because I was like, wait, what the fuck? He was like a slave? Okay, wait. He didn't want a body, but she asked him to come. He left a mark when he burned her off his face. Oh. Wait, so is Valis... What? But still, I think that is Valisleen. Does he have it in the murals? Because that definitely confirmed my theory that he was being controlled.
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine.
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not?
Mommy Morrigan.
Mythal was a spirit turned elven.
Okay.
And when her body was struck down to spirit,
Okay,
she
Val.
returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solas. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Oh no, but am I gonna sympathize?
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering
But how
picture
did she
you
get
paint
it?
of
Because
this
I
ancient
drink from the
bond.
well. It didn't ask me. Maybe because...
That was like how
Is it all the
Elgernot
daughters?
and Gillinan can talk in your head. But
'Twas Mythal you heard,
song,
her
the
echoes.
song!
Yet I am not the goddess returned.
what are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
It's the little crown. I'd like to move on.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
The fall of our civilization, the wars, everything elves went through. Where was Mythal for us then?
After the god's betrayal, she was a shadow of her former self, bereft of her power, slowly regaining her strength over the centuries. So she aided the elves as she could, speaking in dreams and offering counsel that ended blights and prevented wars.
At least now we know.
When she says after the god's betrayal, this is a pineapple question, based on what I know, I guess. They had been betraying her. Is she talking about, like, the blight getting to her? Hey, Free Smacks. Because she's kind of putting up with it to a certain point, and also, can Morrigan be biased because of these memories? When did they... When was that? I thought it was Solas saying, like, go to the blight. When did they murder her? He was like, there's a blight. And she was like, I don't think so. And then it skipped. When did the gods murder her? What mural was that?
You would have met Solas in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories.
Oh, okay.
At the time, I thought Solas a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
I remember that in Inquisition.
So there's the soul of an elven god inside you.
And then
How
who's
does
in
that even
Kieran?
happen?
Or who was in Kieran?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own.
I would kill
It
her over
inevitably
and
came
over
to
for you,
pass
honey.
On a deep night, I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis
It
difficult
was.
to describe, even now. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of
She
my
was.
own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host?
Isn't Kieran a host
What would be
too?
lost
Or he
if I
was?
refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What?
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again.
Oh my god,
And so,
Claudia.
My mind remains my own.
Claudia.
What I gained,
I'm on my
was
knees.
knowledge.
I have chills on my knees.
both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
Are you okay? That's a lot. That's a lot. Jesus Christ. And so at that point, she's going to have sympathy for Flemeth, even though, remember, she was like, can you kill my mom? Bye. And I was like, yes, I'm simping. I'm on my knees. I love you. And I'd do it again. And I would do it again. But now she has all this perspective and an ethereal mindset. And her mother's gone. Flemeth is gone. She's so powerful. She's so strong. I feel like this is such... It's doing her such justice. Morrigan. She's from Origins, and we've watched her evolve into this. And, like, how do Morrigan romancers feel? Because you know your warden's, like, somewhere in the crossroads. Probably writing letters to Kieran in college. Like, checking in on Kieran at NYU. Sorry. Oh my god, did y'all see that Baron Trump with Melania's accent when he was like, my suitcase, I like my suitcase. We're not discussing opinions like that. Hype only, hype only. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Cap, but I don't have my hopes up. So much has been answered already
Do you
that I
have
didn't think
information
would
you
be
can use against
answered.
Gillinan or Elgarnon? Or Solas?
The last time Mythal faced Elgin and Gillinan, she was struck down by the very
People have
dagger
insane
you
expectations
now carry.
for choices to
What
carry
about
over
Solas?
in Dragon
You may
Age. and-
recall he murdered Mythal's
I don't get
former
it.
host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right.
Okay.
You didn't come out here just to tell me
I'll
you're
be
Mythal.
so happy
I am
when
not
my mom
Mythal
dies.
in her entirety.
Throwing a fucking
But yes,
celebration party, but it's more
The
intense.
Dreadwolf has
it's
occasion
not
to
toxic.
visit you
It's
in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now,
It's
after
not
finding
complicated.
his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solas?
Uh-oh. I think that... Oh, did you hear that crack in my spine? I think it's true, though, because Flemeth was her own person. And I think with, like, my own abusive mother, it doesn't even come close because it's like she didn't give back to the world at all. You know, she didn't even really touch the world in any way. But this is a unique kind of toxic relationship, like you said. Exactly, Val. Like, it's her, yeah, the perspective and the wisdom that comes with the death. And seeing her as Flemeth and not as her mother. That was kind of forced upon her with, like, all that awareness. And then she even got Flemeth's memories, right? Because she said all those who bore her. So she got all of Flemeth's memories as well. And, like, that's got to be hard and give an empathy that you didn't even ask for.
I would influence your
I love
answer.
her.
Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that.
Yes!
Even had I the power. What has passed between Solas and Mythal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Ooh. I got chills on my cheekbones.
Solas talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it.
Yep.
I think deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
Yep.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solas your opponent, but conviction. A belief that only he may halt what he
It was
set
his
in
mistake.
motion.
Why would he
Yet
burden
Solas
everyone
was
else?
once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face.
Like Magneto.
You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Actually, like, seeing people and, like, a bigger empathy than Magneto, honestly.
Maybe there's a way we all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
Ooh.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share.
I love you,
when
Mommy
Mythal was struck
Morrigan.
down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry.
Oh.
Solas recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Oh! She's not friendly? So these are essences, so... Oh, shit. Whoa.
Another fragment of Mythal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One
She
small
just wanted to
piece
look at
of
her
many,
booba.
formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
Jesus, so much lore. I've been preparing for this, though. I've been reading all the codex. She's
that
beautiful.
sounded great until survive the encounter.
You know Solas, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The
Exactly,
fragment
Cat.
of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient.
Oh.
This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is
That's so
unlikely to listen to polite
cool.
requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane. or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
She doesn't think that's gonna happen.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery.
Someone write this down.
She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity.
Okay.
She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly.
Someone.
But if you are determined to try,
I love that.
then I
Prickly.
wish you luck.
Guys. So no flatter, no pity, but respect and righteous anger. No flatter, no pittery. No flatter, no pity. Respect and righteous no flatter, no pity. Respect and righteous anger. Could you talk to her? Prickly.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
Yeah, seriously.
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Oh.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other?
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different
Goddess
paths for
of prickles.
ages. One bears the insult of
Porcupine.
her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solas, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries.
Yes.
Each reminds the other that another path existed,
Yes.
that they could have been wrong.
Yes.
And nothing angers
Oh.
Mythal like being wrong.
I have chills on my wrists. I have chills on my wrists. That's so cool. Ah, the chills on the bones of my face. That is so fucking cool. And it reminds me of us as people, because we will have to like come into contact with parts of ourselves that we think we've moved on from, especially if you're like a triggered person, CPTSD like me, where I used to, before I kind of healed with EMDR therapy, rest, whatever, I really had to face the part of myself that I did not like because it was not fitting with what I was presenting. And until I accepted the truth of my past, I was not a full person. I was like a fragment. I was a fucking fragment! And I love that because that fragment of Mythal in Morrigan is more empathetic. She's wiser. She's the one that goes to women, a scorned woman. She protects women. She like protects those who've been betrayed. And then the one that's locked up is like the ego, the one with the power. And so that's not Solas because he can't be multiple things because he never was broken down. That is so cool.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solas is Elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon.
Right.
The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence.
Really?
A guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Yes. And it's literally like the type of person where it's like, I'm so kind, I have all the best vibes, and I'm like, I'm just positive. Like it turns into toxic positivity. So he's originally a spirit of wisdom, but then the opposite of that is pride. Not opposite, but it can give way to pride because he was not doing the wise thing. He wasn't fucking doing the wise thing. So he had to justify his decisions to even live with himself with pride. This is better than anything I could have imagined. Nerd to incel. Yes, that's a great comparison. Well, it's like, for me, it's like sometimes I can be chaotic, but when is it like a fun chaos? And then when does it lead to disrupting everyone's lives. Or like I would see that as like a mischief, like curious to mischief, because that's like almost like Manfred, because he was a spirit of curiosity. So if he didn't have such a good dad as Emmerich, he could turn into like some serious bad chaos and mischief. The twisted spirits are so sad. And wasn't Cole a spirit of compassion?
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may.
Sorry, I'm yelling
Something
too. I'm so
whispered
excited.
Not by myself.
I'm
but
not gonna be able to
Mythal.
sleep tonight.
The elves
I'm
have
so
learned
excited.
many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon.
Yeah.
Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not.
I'm gonna cry.
There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
Cry.
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
Oh my god. Morrigan, the woman that you are. Caleb, your real wife, your original wife is so beautiful. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
haven't been listening to the
God.
story. I've just been listening to you. Like,
You would be
I don't know
so
what's
proud
going
of
on, I'm
her.
just like, I
She's
think it's
amazing. Her arc, she's so... Caleb romanced her and walked into the Evan Nuris with her, and he's raising his son, Kieran. Who's basically Mint and Alistair's son, too, because they conceived of that baby together. It's a queer family. She is... Like, that's got to be one of my... And Claudia, who is now a mother of, I think, a 10-year-old... Or, no, I think her son is... I think he's close to college age, but you can hear in her voice acting is so good, and like, I'm so happy for you and everyone who romanced her, and I'm happy for me. Solas' personal quest in Dragon Age is Inquisition with the Wisdom Spirit being twisted into a pride demon. He was so upset. The fact that in Dragon Age Inquisition, Solas reflects the energy you give him is a good reflection of him being a spirit. If you treat him as wisdom, then he bestows it and tells stories. But if you treat him as pride, he can be a snarky ass. That is so lovely. That is so true. Hi, buddy.
Now you see, Dweller, the gods hunger.
That
to
is so
reclaim this
true.
place. Their minions scavenge what the wolf left behind.
Yeah, this is so...
They turn his regrets
Yeah.
to weapons and blight all they touch. If the Evenuras take the crossroads,
What a beautiful line,
darkness
though.
will fall.
Like, just the daughters, the children. And like, oh, I have chills on my shoulders. Like, it's like we have a blessing and a curse of having, like, we're in this time period, the most recent timeline, where so much has happened for humanity. And it's hard as fuck to watch history repeat itself. But there is a blessing in knowing what we can change and knowing that we can survive this next thing. My left kidney's... Guys, I swear to you, I'm checking my body and telling you where I'm getting chills. So it's true. It's true.
Spell it out for me. Exactly what happens if the gods reclaim the crossroads?
The fade flows through these ancient ways. Spirits and demons, dreams and magic.
This is so perfect.
Now, imagine all blighted.
Like I needed another reason to stop them.
Because it's like if we don't put any, if we let the bad people win, if we let evil win, it will be just so much grief. And our world will literally look like that if we don't fight. I can't be mean to him. I love the caretaker.
You believe the gods could blight the whole crossroads?
Bye,
don't you?
Gabriella. Thanks for hanging out.
You bring hope.
Oh!
A revenant is destroyed. Others remain. Fight on, Dweller. The blight must wither.
I will. I will, buddy. Well, I'm gonna go do this. I don't know if it's gonna let me yet. And the fact that this is like optional / act 1 shit shows me they have even more chaos planned, and it also shows me why and how some people are missing shit if it really is optional. And they're like, what is this game? And I kind of love that. Yes, what the Prevail world looks like. Yeah.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
Is that a halo ring? I can see a halo.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
Hi, buddy. Hey, Shook Shook. It's a Boomy went, oh. He went, oh. Oh. That's a good Boomy body. You adorbsable? Yes. Hi, Shooku. Boom boom, ow. No, you're not gonna howl. Oh, you went, oh. You're biting your tail. I think Emmerich would help me if he can even. I don't know if I can do this yet. We'll see. And Balara might help too. Oh. Bro, is that Mythal right there? I want to see what she looks like. The trader's last word. The stone nearby bears the gouges of titanic claw. Level 30. Is it not good to do yet? A message has been carved shakily into the ground with a broken tooth. They accused me of treachery against Fen Harel and cast me down from the heights. I protested. Good boy. I protested my innocence then. I protest it now, crawling with my limbs shattered, but there is no one to hear. So I offer myself up for the execution that once most pleased the gods. May the name of Nuniel be cleansed with flame. Did he have people fucking... Varical's Dorian Sparkler? Varical's Dorian Sparkler. Let me just perish. Thanks for the book recommendations. The library in the Viscount's Keep could use a little more class. Kirkwall has been calmer since I got back from my trip to see old friends in Orlais. The end of the Inquisition flooded the free marches with able-bodied ex-soldiers looking for work in warmer weather. Suddenly I have more hands than I have shit to fix or things to fight. It's a good problem to have. Of course, a third of them still secretly work for Charter, but I'll put up with it. Some of the spies are better craftsmen than the craftsmen. Liliana always did have an eye for talent. Give May my love, would you? It'll be a while before I can make a trip to Minrathous again, and she's the only family I've got left that I'm still speaking to. Oh, Varric. What did I want to do? Detonates weakened, yeah. Nice. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's auto-saving. Is that her? Yeah, it looks like it. Do big save. I did a big save.
To be her.
Do you believe she'll be willing to speak with us? Or are we bound for violence?
Guess we'll find out.
I bet she'll turn into a dragon, but I'm hoping I can just talk to her. Wait. I'm hoping I can. Wait, I see a chest. Oh, I can't get up there yet. Girl, what do you look like? Well, this is a version of her as a god.
You are Rook.
Pretty!
I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
Oh.
And you know who I am.
Pretty!
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evenuris, if this can be called surviving.
Can I have your robe?
Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me
Can I have
down.
your outfit?
What is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
Die, false god! Oh shit.
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solas's memories. His regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me.
Okay.
Make your case, and I will yield my
Emmerich
essence
like-
willingly to help you against Elganon and Gillenane.
He's so
Fail,
hot in the
and I
background.
shall kill you for wasting my time, or
She's
you will
so
kill me and obtain my
beautiful.
essence in doing so.
Okay.
A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
Forget it. I'll fight you. I think I'm gonna say, so no flattery, no pity, respect, and righteous anger.
You can't want Elganon and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet they were better than the others who threatened your ancestors. Monsters like the Titans, or selfish
Monsters?
fools like Anaris.
Oh,
Set the blight aside, and tell me why I should help you topple your own gods.
I don't think they wronged you is a good one.
We don't need gods of any kind protecting us.
Is that so? You are a petulant child who complains that your room does not have enough pretty toys. You've no idea how many monsters lurk outside the walls of the house your parents created to keep you safe. Your words are weak. Prove your worth or die.
Well, I'm loading, but that's so— oh, look at her pink dragon! Oh, shit! Oh, hi! Well, that didn't work out. Emmerich's like, we should have prepped
Everyone
a little
get
bit
ready.
more.
Her draconic form is quite formidable.
Yeah, oh, 35! Okay, we're gonna try maybe the blight part. Oh, what if we can't do this yet? What if we can't do this yet? Or is it like maybe start with the blight? Bitch is kind of crazy. Maybe I need to like wait a little bit.
We're getting close
Yeah,
to where
teacup
Morrigan
especially.
said that other fragment of Mythal
Oh, I
was.
can do it. Okay, I'll try again. Thank you, blockers.
That has to be her.
Do you believe she'll be willing to speak with us? Or are we bound?
Okay.
are
Ba.
Mythal.
Mythal,
Solas,
you crazy bitch. Just
I
kidding.
cannot return.
This
Have
is a
you
fragment
come to
of
seek
her.
the blessing of your, or did you come to ask?
What would... I'm kind of interested in this.
Morrigan was right.
Oh,
Talking to you was a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries.
No, that's not...
Pathetic.
No, that's
You
not...
desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it.
Okay, never mind. I thought maybe it was...
If you can.
I thought like
Everyone
maybe
get ready.
it was just like...
Wow. She's enormous.
Oh my god. I wanted to see, maybe it was like a, you're not gonna help us, you're gonna do this for, I don't know, it's hard to tell the prompts. Oh, I kind of want to see people's, no, I don't think it will.
We're getting close to where Morrigan...
I kind of want to see people's responses and stuff, especially Tosh. Well, I think, yeah, let's do this.
said that other fragment of Mythal was.
I didn't even try talking to her. I just immediately fought her. Maybe I'm the problem. I'm gonna try my best to talk to her because I think this will be key.
It has to be her.
If we could possibly
should we do this, Rook? Do you think she'll talk
redeem
to us?
Solas, I
Guess
think
we'll
this is
find out.
important. I don't want to fight her.
You are
Because this
Rook.
is just a
I
fragment
never
of
again
her.
expect-
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evenuris, if this can be called surviving. I can't.
The
Have you come
melodrama.
to seek the blessing of your god, or did you come to ask?
I came here to ask for your help.
You dare.
We saw Solas's memory.
You saw. You wish for my help? Make your case. Fail. It has been sent.
So it didn't seem like she cared about the blight. So I don't think so. I would assume... I don't know what this is.
I am worthy of your help.
That is for me to judge.
I am fighting to protect this world.
Any petty tyrant can fight those who come to their land and claim to be protecting their people. What is a protector to you?
It's making a place that's safe for everyone. That means defending against danger, but it also means building a strong community that works together for the common good.
And what have you built?
Oh, okay.
Look at my team. We're not just hired blades. We started as strangers and grew together into a family.
Oh.
Not bad, but not enough.
Okay. We're
Let us
getting
speak
somewhere.
of something else.
I don't think she's gonna want me to say this about Solas. But she also didn't, she was like, forget the blight.
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must
Okay.
help you.
We know the truth about the blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solas defeated them.
And?
Stopping the blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solas, even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, betrayed by those I had ruled beside for centuries.
Yeah.
You made the difficult choice to protect your home. Because it was the right thing to do. Help me do the same.
Oh.
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
Oh, goodness.
You can't want Elgarnon and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet they were better than the others who threatened your ancestors. Monsters like the Titans, or selfish fools like Anaris. Set the Blight aside, and tell me why I should help you topple your own gods.
I don't know. She got mad about that.
How am I supposed to just set the Blight aside?
By making an argument not related to it, as I asked you to.
The Blight is a core part of who they are, and I don't think you're in favor of it.
My patience wears thin. Choose your next words carefully. Why must I give myself over to you?
Okay, wouldn't it be hilarious though if it was, I forget it, I'll just fight you.
Solas is helping me.
Solas is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
So sassy.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept.
Oh.
He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber.
Because he has a
Tell me
new
this.
love.
What should I have done when Solas turned against
real
me
love.
after all we had been to one another?
What should I have done when Solas turned against me after all we had been to one another? She doesn't want pity. But she wants respect. But I don't know if I should challenge her. Because Morrigan mentioned respect.
Maybe you should have listened when he warned you about staying on as rulers after the war.
Are you saying I was wrong?
You asked me what you should have done. I can't prove my worth by lying to you.
Slay.
Solas didn't want to manifest a physical body or destroy the Titans.
Slay.
He did things he hated because he cared about you. Supporting you and Elgarnon becoming rulers was the one line he wouldn't cross. If someone who followed you everywhere refused to follow you there,
Oh, yeah.
what does that say?
Oh, yeah,
Your
Zinnia.
arguments are compelling.
Yeah!
I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty,
Exactly.
this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely.
Yes!
Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
Cunning when necessary. I
will.
love it.
Thank you.
Oh my
I
gosh.
offer one further boon.
Yay!
I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power.
Give me an upgrade.
Evil has
Dinner time,
intruded
late
here.
dinner.
The Blight, seeded by Elgarnon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
So she's gonna. Oh, is she gonna come down as a dragon? Wait. That's
The essence
Andraste.
of the Protector,
Wait, what?
like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
No, it's not Andraste.
I don't want to ruin the moment, but what do we do with it?
Eat it.
God knows her moment. At least, her essence does.
Yeah.
When the time comes, we'll be ready.
I think she'll turn into a dragon and help us.
Did it. We got Mythal's essence.
Let fly your voice to Mythal. A fragment of Mythal found the team worthy of her power. and willingly surrendered her essence. That power now rests safely with the team, ready for when they find a way to use it to stop Elgrunan and Gilnean or any other god who might strike.
We didn't even have to fight her for it.
Not sure what we do with it just yet. But if Morrigan's telling the truth,
It'll come in handy at some point. This is wild. This is so good. I'm so happy that I got here because I had so many questions, and I'm really, really, really glad that I got here, you know? Good night, Jay. To your Warhammer collection. And I'm excited to see what else happens. Look at this. 0 physical damage. Okay. What'd it look like? This? That is so pretty. It's gay. And I still don't love her. I still think that there was... Isn't this like the most beautiful picture? Oh my god. Her side boob, the little bit of nip. Oh my god. Fucking love her. Fragments of Mythal. Excerpt of a letter from Sir Rowan of the Lords of Fortune to Emmerich and Bellara. It is fascinating to hear of your group's encounter with the fragment of... I thought we weren't telling people. You fucking... I literally changed the goddamn party and they went. Bellara and fucking Emmerich went and told their goddamn skeleton friends and their fucking elven friends. Literally. Rook failed the first time, then brought other people in her party, and they wrote a bunch of letters because they're gossip queens. These bitches can't keep a they snitched. Instantly, they're so me. They're so me. If the elven gods are indeed spirits who manifest, we said we wouldn't tell anyone. It's been half a second. That's literally me, though. I'm like, oh, I won't tell anyone. And I go to Caleb and tell my husband right away. They were complex enough to hold a variety of impulses and emotions. When Mythal was killed, each fragment might represent one part of her personality. Exactly. And this kind of reminds me of Solas's pride, too, this version of her. When I asked the Dalish about Flemeth, she carried Mythal before Morrigan did. I learned that among the Dalish clans, she was known as Asha Belinar, respected as a mage even though she was human. It sounds like even though she wasn't trying to rule anymore, she still wanted to help, or meddle. Mythal and Flemeth both like to meddle. Excerpt of Emmerich's reply. It's a fucking email chain. It's a goddamn email chain. Indeed, it raises the question of whether the fragment of Mythal that it's a Google Teams meeting that Morrigan carries was more naturally tied to guidance and wisdom than the more imperious spirit we met in the crossroads. They may be different facets of Mythal's personality, the mentor as opposed to the ruler. And I think that Morrigan is mother. Screenshots of that. I have receipts, you motherfuckers. The fragments may have also originally been closer in personality, deviating over the years. One imagines Flemeth's fragment must have changed after centuries spent with mortals. Yes, and perhaps the crossroads fragment grew frustrated by her own inability to affect the outside world. It could also very well be a mixture of the above. A spirit, like any person, may affect others and be affected by others in turn. It's true, and
come in handy at some point.
I feel like I forgot what I was gonna say. Lost it. I really can't get up there. No tab? Maybe I can go down. Is there a way up? Nope. Oh, why the maker might be Mythal. Okay. Because Morgan said she would give people visions and influence history. But it's also interesting because Solas, I think there's a really cool thing of like not wanting immortality, and Mythal honestly being right when she said like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna tear down the veil. like, and ruin the current elves' home, and him being like, why should I not grant them immortality? Well, both Mythal, the fragment that evolves through human life, like hosting or being hosted by humans, and Solas, who just was born and became and fell in love, and well, at least in my playthrough, and like lived and saw the world. They are better for Thetis. They're better, like, actually having encountered humans and talking to them, not just being immortal, whatever. Both Fenrir statues have their heads knocked off near the entrance. She mad. A pantomime theater mask of Mythal. In narrative, she's the portent that spurs the story, suffering first, and most the forces that wish the tale untold, and the hero unsung. Girl, I get it. I get it. She's getting chills in that outfit. She's like, my ass. I feel chills on my ass. Mythal's grace. A medallion bearing the symbol of Mythal, ringed with the notes of a song inscribed in spectral notation, music that cannot be heard in this world. I'm getting chills on my snatched ass. But her hips are wide. I had a friend who really wasn't my friend. She was not nice to me. But she was just like, yeah, you don't really have a big butt, but you do have hips. And that's friendship. And that's friendship. A refuge for Mythal. Solas always thought Mythal would join us eventually, that she was better than the rest of the Evanurus. He made this place so she'd be comfortable here once she joined the rebellion. Now it's too late. Solas has sealed this place off out of grief. He won't let me in. I'm sorry, my friend. There was something left for the war to take from you after all. But still, I need to talk to Solas. An amulet. Oh, look at that. And I got a decor too. Oh, that's awesome. But this is so good too. I wish I could have two. She is. She got warm body heat, okay? This is crazy. This is so good. I am so impressed with how they've tied it together. I'm so happy. And I think I'm actually going to get out of Act 1. How long is the quest for the finale? Because I'm really curious. And look, we can go watch. Can we watch things again? No. But this is so beautiful.
Does this place have anything on dragons?
Oh, I think I saw something. Let me help you look.
Okay. They're like, can we just like progress the story, bitch? Come on, girl. Oh, I need to see if I got an outfit. Oh, did I get something here? An hour? Nice. Oh, talk to Solas. Okay, cool. I think I got a special statue though. I'm honestly fine to keep going. No, this should be my room too. People. People, where are you people? They'll have to take a nap and eat my feelings. Oh. Matcha. Matcha having a Sergio moment. Not Matcha. No, I didn't get it. Give me your armor, bitch. Give me your fucking armor, bitch. You little hoe. I outwitted you in a fucking conversation. Where's my armor, bitch? Where's the robe? Give me the robe. What a hoe. Oh my go. Give me the armor. Give me your silver armor. That one. I did. I explored his past. Give it. The white one. Whatever. But no. Guess I'm just in this. Wait, I got some new stuff. What? Ooh, no. I think though, if we do the final quest, we shouldn't be in the Lords of Fortune. Like if we're in the snowy place. I do like this one. This is my favorite Emmerich one. Oh, I love him. Winter. I don't know if it's confirmed. I'm just down bad for him. I'm really down bad for him. So did I get the Into the Veil thing? What kind of a sculpture was that? No. Okay, Soli. She's gonna be like, I have receipts. Hey, little egg hoe. I have receipts.
How fares your battle?
Well.
The gods are moving against Weishaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods.
Yeah.
Are they just like the blighted dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weishaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
Okay.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
No, you want to ask about Lavender. You want to ask about Lavender. You want to ask about Lavender. Kiss the bald head for good luck. Lana, yeah. Good night, Movie Mango. Thank you for the well wishes.
We've been through this already. You agreed to help me.
Yeah, seriously.
What did you think my help would look like, Rook?
Oh.
I need to know that you are prepared.
Okay, what would happen if I was just like, okay, wisdom spirit twisted into pride? Somewhere, Lavender would smile. If I was just like, okay, you're acting kind of like a pride spirit right now. Oh my god, that would be so bad.
You know I could just lie to you, right?
Indeed. But the truth is merely recalled, while a lie must be constructed.
Smiling.
Knowing you would expend the effort to construct that lie rather than answer truthfully would tell me a great deal.
The First Warden refuses to listen.
As I feared.
I tried diplomacy. I tried being firm. Nothing worked.
When I asked why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you denied that you were even the leader. That sufficed for me. But the Grey Wardens believe in dedication and authority. They already see themselves as the perfect choice to fight the Darkspawn. You cannot defeat Elganan and Gillenane without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
It's only the First Warden.
I don't have to convince all of them. I just have to convince the First Warden.
Or remove him.
Yeah.
Enjoyable as that is to imagine, I doubt the rest of the Wardens will approve.
Or you get
Did you
Gala!
know the Evanurus once numbered many more than those whose names survive in the Elven Pantheon?
Ooh,
One warlord
rebellion.
was particularly cruel. I sought to free his slaves.
He's like,
but
kill,
so fearsome
murder.
was his reputation that none would join me.
What did you do?
I made people laugh at him.
Hell yeah.
How did that help?
For 12 years. Every sound near him, From whispered pleas to shouted oaths to crackling fire, all became mocking laughter. His mind broke under the ridicule.
He's such a
And when he
Loki.
fell, his slaves rose up and joined me.
Yep.
I doubt laughter is going to work on the First Warden.
If not that, then what?
That is the wrong bit sound. Making a note to myself. Death comment. Thank you for the 100 bits. Soul's not escaping Trickster God's accusations with this. It is so hot. And it's especially hot because there's a study, multiple studies that have shown that men who have not been released from their prison of toxic masculinity, they don't like, so women fear anger and like violence from men the most. Men don't fear that from women. Most men fear mockery. They fear being laughed at. And if that doesn't show you the imbalance, I don't know what does. But he's using that to unseat someone from power. That's kind of amazing.
All I can really do is keep trying to get through to them.
Have you ever ridden home in a wagon and felt the streets go from paved to dirt beneath the wheels?
Bro,
The horse is slow.
still trying
and
to be
everything
an
grows
elven
quiet as you near
apostate.
home. What do you call that feeling?
He is a
I
feminist.
don't really have a word for it.
No, you do not. Elganon destroyed that emotion. He burned it from the mind of every living being.
What?
There were spirits of that feeling,
What is
just
it?
as there are spirits of joy, or fear, or despair. I begged them to fight.
What happened to them?
They waited too long. Without the emotion in this world to focus on, they faded until nothing remained. When you grow quiet, it is a part of your soul reaching for a feeling and finding emptiness. Because I failed.
I understand. I'm not going to fail.
How? What will you do?
That is crazy. And it just like, it's so weirdly comforting for me because as someone who has struggled with depression and that numbness, the idea that it was like, it's something that is done to me rather than my true spirit. Because honestly, we're born into this world unscathed, apart from like some genetic predispositions. But most babies, if they're not traumatized and brought up with good enough parents, and just like, how could you not love him? He's trying to make people feel again. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. Oh, I love him, Death Comment. I can't help but love him. I feel so fucking... We just did all of Solas's regrets. And I love him more. I don't know what I would have done differently in that situation. Like, I imagine if it was someone I really respected. So even if I hadn't, like, romanced Caleb, if I hadn't married Caleb, and he kept telling me, like, no, you have to wait, you have to work with them, or, like, the blight isn't a thing, but I just kept being patient. Because I was like, no, Caleb's got this. Like, I trust him. I'm going to follow him. I don't know if anyone has an alternate solution if they were put into that situation, what they would have done differently or better, you know?
Whatever it takes.
Easily said. But it will have to be enough for now. You have answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes. The old gods
Do
of
you
Tevinter,
miss
the
Lavender?
archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanuris.
Oh, sorry about the ad.
All right. Let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanuris as both power and protection. You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanuris until their Dragon Thrall is slain.
Oh, God.
What can you tell me about the archdemons themselves?
Can Tosh?
Each is different, shaped by the whims and ego of its master.
Okay.
Elganon is the Lord of Tyranny.
Darth
He would have ruled
Tyrannus.
alone had Mythal not forced him to share power. Those who are strong, he molds into dictators
Right, Val.
themselves, with visions of godhood. Those who are weak, he crushes. His archdemon reflects him. It is huge to feed his ego, the epitome of dragonkind, bent to his will.
Ooh, I kind of really want to respond with this. Like, that might be my first red choice.
What about Gillenane and her dragon? Pride and ego can blind someone.
Yep.
We can exploit that.
By contrast, Gillenane was a servant of Andrul, whose skill at making monsters earned her promotion to the Evanuris.
Oh!
She is brilliant, ambitious, and unconstrained by anything you would understand as morality. In a kinder world, you would never need to see what she has done to her archdemon. In this world, I only hope you kill it quickly.
Oh!
In any event, the Evanuris will not be vulnerable until their archdemons are dead.
That he feels bad for the dragon. Gillenane was a servant to Andruel. That is insane.
The old stories of the Tevinter gods have them whispering in the dreams of ancient magisters. How did they do
Lana!
that if they were just tools of the elven gods?
The archdemons were once high dragons. The Evanuris bound them as a source of power. When I imprisoned the gods, their dragons remained free.
There's so much to
That was
learn.
my mistake.
Oh.
How so?
I never bound a dragon to myself, for I believed that to enslave another creature was immoral. As such, I did not understand the power that connection gave. I thought the prison I had made was perfect. But their dragons were the conduit
Look at
through
him
which
being
they
honest.
spoke to dreaming minds.
Look! Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Gillenane, it could be curiosity because experiments. Like, reminds me of Darth Plagueis. Like, a curiosity that's twisted into, like, control. And then tyranny, I think, is also, like, control. But there's pride and ego and... But, yeah, it could be, like, knowledge, curiosity, something like that, because she was Andril's servant, who's hunt, right? Creativity, yeah.
Any other surprises we should know about?
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanuris are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered.
Oh,
It can
well,
pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
funny thing.
All right. Kill the archdemons.
We know
then
what
use
you
the
made that
to take
dagger
down the
for.
gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanuris down will be rare,
Harding
fleeting,
wants to say
and
something.
costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, you must be fully prepared.
He's not a god, he's a man. He's a man. And we love rebellions. Oh, hi, Sky. We saw our Inquisitor. So good. He's so slay. Eyebrows on fleek. Harding would like to have a word with you, bitch. I'm gonna do this next quest. Woohoo! Oh, let me go talk to my husband. Husband. Oh, you're up? Hi.
The view of the Fade here is marvelous. I can't believe this room wasn't taken.
It's made for you, my sweet man. Do you guys ever go in front of him as he's like raising the dead? And so it's like his arms are around you. That's how I know I'm cooked. That's how I know I'm cooked. Because I'll literally put her character in front of him as he's like raising and speaking to the dead. And then she's like right in front of him. And it's like his arms are around her.